Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, historic B-17 changes hands. Also, Christmas spirit restored for World War II Spitfire pilot. And Austrian-built Diamond Aircraft DA40 NG reaches a huge milestone. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. We hoped you had a great weekend. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. We have an exciting episode filled with the latest news. So let's start with historic B-17 changes hands. The Lone Star Flight Museum has entered into agreement with Mid-America Flight Museum in Mount Pleasant, Texas, whereby LSFM has agreed to sell its Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress Thunderbird to MAFM. Mid-America has agreed to display Thunderbird at Lone Star's facility in Houston Ellington Airport for several months each year through 2024. Mid-America has also agreed to make other aircraft from its collection available for display at LSFM during the same time frame. This agreement marks the beginning of a new relationship between two aviation museums that reportedly holds future benefits for both. The move of the B-17 later this spring to Mount Pleasant ensures it will remain in Texas. The continued presence of the B-17 and access to Mid-America's collection of historically significant aircraft enables Lone Star to create new programs and events around the visiting aircraft and promote the mission of both museums. Coming up, JetBlue starts 2021 with new Airbus A220-300. Those details after the break.
Are you ready to ace your FAA drone pilot knowledge test, get your remote pilot certificate, and start earning money? Well, flying a drone is a great tool that can open up new business opportunities for anyone. Realtor, insurance adjuster, videographer, or commercial weekend drone warrior, you need to fly legally. Whether you're pursuing your initial Part 107 remote pilot certificate or you need a renewal, King Schools has a course just for you. So start learning today at kingschools.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team. Swift Fuels proudly introduces the Forever Avgas STC. One simple upfront purchase entitles the Forever STC certificate holder to receive all current and future Avgas STCs that the FAA issues to Swift Fuels. The best part? It's priced today at only $100, and the prepaid certificate never expires. Get your Forever Avgas STC today at swiftfuelsavgas.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're going to be summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. So JetBlue starts 2021 with new Airbus A220-300. JetBlue has formally taken delivery of its first Airbus A220-300 aircraft, making the start of a new era for the airline's fleet. The aircraft, tail N308J, arrived at JetBlue's home at New York JF Kennedy's International Airport over the weekend from Airbus U.S. production facility in Mobile, Alabama. It is the first delivery of 70 A220 aircraft JetBlue has on order, which will be phased in to ultimately replace the existing fleet of 60 Embraer 190 aircraft. FAA proclaims a record year for FAA commercial space activity. The FAA has had a record number of launches, new streamlined launch and re-entry licensing regulations, and a historic licensed crewed mission are some of the noteworthy commercial space transportation achievements of the FAA in 2020. This past year, the FAA licensed 41 commercial space operations, the most in the agency's history. Those operations included a record 39 FAA licenses launches, including the first ever NASA crewed mission to be licensed by the FAA. Northrop Grumman's Cygnus ready to depart ISS. The uncrewed Cygnus spacecraft is scheduled to depart the International Space Station on Wednesday, January 6, more than 3 months after delivering nearly 8,000 pounds of supplies, scientific investigations, commercial products, hardware, and other cargo to the orbiting outpost. Flight controllers on the ground will send commands to robotically detach Cygnus from the Unity module's Earth-facing port. maneuver it into place, and release it from the Canadarm2 robotic arm. NASA astronaut Kate Robbins will monitor Cygnus systems upon its departure from the space station. BFA postpones National Convention to 2022. Facing the likelihood of continued COVID-19 public gathering and travel restrictions extending into the spring of 2021, the BFA Board of Directors has taken the difficult decision to postpone the upcoming BFA National Convention set for April 8th to the 10th in Topeka, Kansas. Including in the move was postponement of the second BFA event Symposium, also in Topeka, on April 7th until the 8th. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. Christmas spirit restored for World War II Spitfire pilot. Members of the world's finest military units never quite lose the camaraderie and support they enjoyed while on active duty, and the RAF was the latest to prove it this past month. The Royal Air Force has brought some Christmas joy to 98-year-old Second World War Spitfire pilot after learning that thieves had stolen from his home a dear photo of him flying the iconic aircraft. Dr. Edmund James, the last surviving pilot of his squadron, was moved to tears as Wing Commander Marshall Kinnear, station commander of RAF St. Mawgan in Newquay, presented him with an almost identical framed photo signed with a very personal message from the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Sir Mike Wigston, KCB, CBE, ADC. The new photo was presented by Wing Commander Marshall Kinnear, Station Commander of RAF St. Mawgan. Dr. Edmund James, a Second World War Spitfire pilot, said, "This is such a wonderful surprise. I can't tell you how much it means to have this photo back on my wall next to my medals. The photo was given to me on my wedding day as a present from my squadron colleagues when I was just 19 years old." After these messages, Austrian-built Diamond Aircraft DA40 NG reaches a huge milestone. More on that after the break.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
I believe that if people use the landing doctor training program, they will have less accidents and eventually their insurance will go down and they will make a superior pilot. We do personal limitation checklists, which is the most important reason you need to fly with limits. We do ground proximity awareness training, and we do this with a crosswind. We've been operating 6 Bristells for 2 years without one insurance claim. The landing doctor program is working, and you're going to hear more about it.
The LT is just another tick on your pre-flight checklist, until you need it. Did you ever wonder what would happen if you had an engine failure over the mountains, marshland, or other dangerous terrain? Take to the skies confidently with the most reliable and highest performing ELTs and safety products on board that instantly mobilize life-saving search and rescue across the world. Read survivor stories from aviators and adventurers who survived life-threatening encounters thanks to ACR and RTEC's life-saving technology. Luck favors the prepared at survivorclub.com.
Welcome back. Austrian-built Diamond Aircraft DA40 NG reaches a huge milestone with 500 of them built. Reinhard Schwaiger, team leader, civil aircraft sales of Diamond Aircraft Austria, says the DA40 NG is ideal aircraft for both private pilots and flight training operators globally. She offers a superb balance of performance and efficiency while being very reliable and durable. Congratulations to the proud new customer of this Jubilee DA40 NG. The DA40 NG, powered with 168 horsepower Austro AE300 jet fuel engine, received EASA certification in April of 2010. The piston single is an all-round, practical, and versatile multi-use 4-seat airplane for the 21st century. The DA40 NG offers a unique combination of both modern and safe composite structure, G1000 NXI glass cockpit, sophisticated EECU-controlled jet fuel engine, remarkable fuel efficiency, excellent characteristics, and a panoramic canopy with excellent views. Well, that does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can also catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll see you next time.